The Timberwolf threat appears to have been dramatically reduced in Bleak Inlet. Now we just need to keep this fire going long enough to cook all the things before we set out for Coastal Highway. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark. In our Against All Odds series. I'm going to break down this cabinet door real quick. And we're going to pop this on the fire. Thanks to the Karmatu who reminded me to do that. The broken off cabinet doors you can definitely harvest. So the ones that are not broken off, you can't definitely harvest. But, hang on, how warm am I? I'm not. Okay, I'm going to stand by the fire for a second until I'm warm enough. Because that needs to be broken down. There's a couple things that need to be broken down. I could always start a fire right here to keep myself warm, but I don't want to use any fuel. I had some people asking me, like, why don't I start a fire closer to the benches? And it's like, no. Like, I'm going to use all of my fuel for the fire that I actually need to keep going. I understand the advice, but it's just not my playstyle. I'm not going to plop a fire down everywhere I need there to be warmth. I've got a fire in the same room. A little bit too gamey to me to have like a fire here, a fire there, a fire there. A little bit too gamey. But that's just me. You can play however you like. That's just me. Oh, there's a water bottle here. Is that potable? Huh. I didn't know I had that. Good to know. All right, so this is almost ready. All right, 19 minutes till that's ready. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit challenging. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that back off and not quite cook it yet. So hour 57 minutes. I need to pass... I guess what I can do is pass time on that. Take that off the fire. Hour 48. Takes an hour and a half just to harvest one of these. And it's not even that much time. I'd rather just go out and see if I can find planks out here. I'll probably do better. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit dark for a minute. Sorry about that, but I don't want to burn lantern fuel. It's not necessary. There are planks right out here that I can grab some wood from. So it's going to be 9 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes for 2 pieces of reclaimed wood right here. It's not even that cold yet, although it's going to be getting colder really quick. All right, 30 minutes for 6 pieces here. Going to lose a bit of condition to that, but that is going to help us keep the fire going a little bit longer. Oh, wow. Why am I moving so slowly? I don't have that much on me, do I? Oh, I guess I do. It's all the meat. Okay.
Do I, if I don't warm up soon?
Jennifer, you are literally standing by a massive fire. Literally. Relax. All right, now I'm going to put some more wood on this, or more meat on this. Just put some more wood on it. All right, 55 minutes. Let's take just a moment. Can I eat? Yes, I can absolutely eat. Drink too. So as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I don't think I'm necessarily going to be cooking for this entire episode, but I want to get this fire going long enough to last the night. So that's number one. It counts as an outdoor fire, which is nice. Well, tell you what, let me warm up a little bit more. It counts as an outdoor fire, which is good. I appreciate that it does. What I can do to make this go a little faster is done. Okay. Perfect. I don't know what that noise was. Just bear with me. But yeah, I'm not going to be cooking for this entire episode. I'm going to try not to. Anyway, I could get carried away. It's possible. It is. But yeah, there's some pallets here. This would take an hour and 30, but that's 12 pieces. So there's lots of wood around here for sure. And of course, we still have that wolf carcass I haven't even touched yet. Yeah, there's so much wood just laying around here. All right, some more planks. This is 15 minutes worth of planks. Well, 50 minutes for 3 planks. 30 minutes for 6 more. I can afford that. Although the steak will probably be... I can do it. There were 30 minutes left on the steaks. So I've just got to run in there and get them now. Because they'll be cooked and about to burn off when I get back. Perfect. All right, and there might be some raw meat sitting just outside. Let's go ahead and add that fuel to the fire. Beautiful. Okay, now this fire pretty much, now that it's 10 hours, is pretty much going to last us the rest of the night, which is beautiful. That's what I wanted. Let me see which of this meat is raw. It's rancid. Alright, and of course we have cooked wolf meat right there. That's the good thing about our intestinal parasite situation. Is that we can eat all of this meat. That is the huge blessing, and I'm not even going to feel badly about it. It's not going to happen. Alright, so I have more time. I should probably... Oh, that's only 13 minutes. That must be a small steak. Dang it. Alright, well... I'll go ahead and eat that then. Watch the game give me food poisoning because I don't have Cooking 5 yet. Alright, 30 minutes until that's ready. I can go ahead and put another one on, right? There we go. Now let's step back outside because I'm plenty warm. We've pretty much explored, I think, the civilized areas of Bleak Inlet. And now I'm curious what else there may be. Let me holster that gun. Hour and 30. I don't quite have an hour and 30. I'd prefer a little bit shorter harvesting times here. Now, again, supposedly, somewhere around here, I'll have to look closely, but supposedly there's a, oh wow, 2 hours for 16 pieces of reclaimed wood. If it's warmer, we can definitely break some of this stuff down and get tons of wood to keep us going. I think I know what I'm going to do. Well, there may be wood in this area here. I know there's those pallets over there. There may still be a timber wolf that is willing to get bold, so I want to be careful. But we have this area over here that I haven't scavenged for wood yet. I could also just break one of these down. 30 minutes. Tin of sardines, how much? Nope, don't care. Yeah, I'll break this down. We're going to lose a little bit of condition. Wow. All right, I'll pick all those up and take a look at their condition later. I know, half the chat was just like, what? He picked up sardines? I'm just picking them up because I'm cold and I want to get back inside. Now that I have that wood, I am definitely confident in my fire's ability to last, and I can rest and regain some beautiful condition. Managing intestinal parasites again is going to be annoying. I am planning on pretty much getting out of here before they get to the 50% mark. I would like to be in more familiar territory when that happens.
We're getting cold.
Alright, see, this one's not even done yet. And I don't have any more raw meat on me. Let's see. Yeah, all of those sardines are absolute crap. We're not touching them. Goodbye. Okay, there's that. Fire's going to last plenty of time. There we go. I'm going to step outside and put the meat in the pile here. I think I'm good on water. I'm also not being encumbered anymore, which is quite nice. It's going to make it easier to move around. So there are more timber wolves, definitely, to grab meat from. But my first priority is going to be making sure that I can keep this fire going before I perhaps go and get one more. So let's see. I've got enough water. You know what? I can drink this herbal tea to get most of my thirst meter back and give myself improved rest, which is kind of needed. I only have... One of the reasons I want to go to Coastal... Milton will also have some good loot. But one of the reasons I want to go to Coastal is there's going to be so much stuff, possibly more coffee and tea. Also true in Milton, but the thing about Milton is that if we come back to Bleak Inlet, that's somewhere we can stop on our way back. I kind of like that idea, because we still have to go to Desolation Point too, you know? So like, if we're going to Coastal Highway, that brings us closer to multiple zones that we haven't been to yet, and that kind of is preferable to me at this point. Let me go ahead and sleep for as long as the game will let me. Actually, I'll just say 11 hours, because I don't necessarily... How long does the fire have? 11 hours? Let's say 10 hours, because I want to have enough time to potentially get more fuel for this thing. Got improved rest. That's going to help. 10 hours of straight sleep will also help. Unless I die of intestinal parasites because I didn't refresh my dosage, which is perfectly possible. Oh no, I've got full health. 6 hours left on the fire. And just to test this, because I'm still... Okay, interesting. It's not... Maybe it's because I don't have any reishi tea. It's not showing that option. I do have antibiotics, though. So I'll go ahead and use those. 8 of 10 doses. So maybe I forgot to take a dose yesterday, because I'm looking at this screen, and it's still showing... I wish there was a way to more clearly indicate that I have medicated it today. Like, you've taken your dose today. But there's not. There needs to be a condition modifier, kind of like sprain risk, that's kind of passive and just shows, hey, this is happening, you know? Okay, so let's get some water going here. I'm going to drink some water to get my thirst topped up. All right, that's going to take 47 minutes. It's going to take a good while. Let's step outside. We'll leave the door open. Don't care. I'm going to eat this wolf meat. I'm going to eat this wolf meat too. Glorious. All right, so we might still have a little bit of that on us. There's still a timber wolf right out here. We're not even encumbered anymore. This is beautiful. That I have not touched, I don't believe. Yes, that's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. How cold are we? 9 degrees. All right, so maybe do this in a couple of trips. This is a 30-minute job right here. Let's harvest that up. And that's 4 steaks exactly, too. So there's some balance to that. I do still have to get wood for the fire as well. I haven't forgotten. Tell you what, I can go ahead and put one of these on the fire.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It'll be okay. All right, so now I'm going to drop the rest in the snow. Oh, I need to rest for a bit, don't I? Thankfully, the fire is plenty hot now because I've built it up so much. So one thing I can do for wood is just break down the rest of the stuff in here because I need to anyway. And I do still need to look for that plastic container. I don't quite know where it is, but it's a nice bright day right now, so should be able to spot it pretty easily. Let's just stand by the fire while this prepares. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and... There. Problem solved. How long do we have? 37 minutes, 35 minutes? Okay, well, I can't quite break this stuff down yet, because these are hour-and-a-half jobs. Although, you know what I could probably do? I could step out here. And I bet you there's some stuff that'll take an hour to break down that I could do. That's an hour 30. That's an hour 30. I know there was some smaller... That's an hour 30. Come on. Come on. What was it that was going to take less time than that? Still looking for that container. Don't see it. Yeah, I should have looked at the timestamp when that person pointed that out, but I didn't. I did not. I mean, I could just go ahead and get... Oh, you know what I could do? There's definitely more boxes out here. That's one thing that would absolutely work, because there's... I mean, this is the cannery for where the... This is the last resort cannery. This is literally where this stuff is packaged. Produced. Okay, good. There's planks laying around here. That's what I wanted. All right, this is 30 minutes for 6 pieces. That's more like it. Let's do that. It's weird to be running around here without the Timberwolves scaring me. But I inflicted enough mortal wounds that they are now less of a problem. Feels like a triumph. Ooh, now the song's in my head. Now it's in your head. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
I'm not sure I'm carrying much more.
It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. I'm trying so hard not to burst into song right now. You have no idea. You probably do have an idea. You probably do. Okay, let's take you off the fire, and we need to just keep cooking, I guess. One thing I can definitely do is go ahead and add the fuel that I found to keep fire going. So let's grab a few more of those. Put them on the fire. Right. 45 minutes for 6. Okay, I guess. You talk me into it. Hey, more sardines. Probably all crappy condition, but I'll pick them up again anyway. Do need to get the rest of the meat off that wolf. I don't know. There's a part of me that doesn't feel the need necessarily to go cook all the timber wolves. I'm already doing a good bit.
Did I say I hate being told?
And I've plowed through. Yes, you've mentioned it a few times. And I've replied that way to you a few times as well. And I've already plowed through my coffee and my tea in this series. It's a little bit insane. So, all right, let's get the last of the meat from out here, unless that was the last of it. Nope, there's one more piece. Soundtrack of this game will always be amazing to me. Definitely one of my favorites. Which is saying a lot, because I like video game music. I do. It's good stuff. £6.1. Let's see, yeah. Go ahead and just harvest all that. That's almost 3 more steaks. Whew. Got cold again. Set that right there in nature's freezer. Step over here.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Yep. How about by that fire, Jennifer? You think that could be a good idea? Just a thought. Maybe that would work. Oh, that's right. I can go ahead and cook another piece. I forgot I only had one on there. Where's the smaller one? That is the smaller one. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to stop with this wolf and I don't know, maybe go grab one more, but I don't want to cook the entire episode. I kind of want to go look in the more barren parts of the zone for a bit before I leave. Has this fire got enough time on it? I don't know, it might not. But I did get more reclaimed wood, so now it has enough time on it. Let's see. Do I have anything I can read? I don't think I do. I don't think I've picked up any training manuals or anything like that. Lately. Not that I haven't read and, like, burned immediately. The amount of book burning that goes on in these series, let me tell you. Alright, so let's see how close that's got us. Yeah, it's... Cooking 5 is taking its time. Absolutely. It's making us wait. Let's go ahead and cook that. Grab that, grab that. Okay. 55 minutes. We're plenty warm. Yeah, I don't think they sit fully cooked long enough. Where is that freaking plastic container? It's somewhere. I'll have to look again. It might not be in the areas that I've been looking for it so far. Cardboard box. Yeah, it's just a tinder plug. I don't care about that. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the time on these, I think. Well, you know what I could do? I could sleep for an hour while those cook. Recover a little bit of condition and energy. So let's do that. Alright, Seems to be getting kind of cold. Got 10 hours, 5 minutes left on the fire. Should be enough to last the remainder of the day. Let me do... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out and see what else I might be able to find. Although I do want to quickly scour around for this container that is supposedly waiting to be spotted. It might be along the route to the cannery, and if that's the case, then I'm not going to worry about it right now. Interesting. I mean, the weather's rough, but it's interesting how much more tranquil it is around here now, you know, with the Timberwolf threat reduced. I don't know how many more packs of Timberwolves there are just hanging out. I'm going to grab that reclaimed wood, absolutely. Yeah, there's certainly more wood for me to grab on my way back, so what I'm going to do is head this direction and see what else I might be able to discover just by looking around for a bit. It's bleak, obviously. It's Bleak Inlet. It's nice and, let me look around here. Is that wood? No. Actually, I'm sure it is wood, but not the kind of wood we can break apart. It's part of the building. Yeah, it's definitely bleak, but there's lots of stuff to burn, and I've got a fire that's really hot that's going to last for a long time. So I'm going to make the best of the last of this day and the last of this episode and go off the beaten path a little bit. Just going to try not to piss off any of the wildlife. So that's the high area of the zone up there. We were there before. If I were to wander this direction, what would I find? Oh, wow. Oh, I think I see more structures. Yeah, cool. Glad I did this. I hear you. I hear you. You don't scare me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over there, though. That ice looks like it gets pretty thick pretty quick. All right, so I heard the howl. I don't know if that's a fresh pack or just the one lone wolf lamenting the loss of his friends. And I don't know quite how their behavior works either. Maybe in certain situations they decide, screw it, I'm going to attack you. I'm not afraid of you anymore, human. You killed my friends. You know, something like that. But I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to stay on the slope here if I can. Stay off the ice. Oh, the ice is walkable. It's walkable. Good. Cool that this is over here. I don't know how many more structures there are. I guess I'll just have to look around, won't I? We have that fire going pretty much all night. And I mean, if these are cabins, I could potentially sleep here. Interestingly enough. But I don't want to lose that fire. I want to keep it going. It's hot. It's good for cooking. There's another flare to add to my encumbrance.
Drop any of this gear.
You can, but just not yet. Not yet. Give it a second. Let me step up this direction. Now that one's burned out. Of course, that one is too. That is just a barrel. This one is not burned out. And there's a doghouse. Anything in the doghouse? 9. Anything behind the doghouse? 9. Okay. Let's go over here. Good. Still pretty bright in here. We've got a backpack to search. Nothing there. Nothing there. Cardboard boxes. Nothing on the metal shelves. Nothing in the crate. Although the crate I could break down in 8 minutes for more reclaimed wood. Thank you very much. Gave me some warmth back. That worked out. Okay. Anything else here? This is not particularly promising.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
First aid kit. Antibiotics and painkillers. Holy crap. All right, well. Spoke too soon. Let me get my lantern out just to be absolutely sure that I haven't overlooked anything blatant. Because things can certainly hide on shelves, especially when you're commentating while playing. That's certainly happened. See, here's a metal container that I overlooked. I was too focused on the backpack in the corner. All right, let's step back outside. I'm going to take a quick look this direction to see what other structures I might be able to spot. But we are at the 25-minute mark. So, I'm just, especially with the fog rolling in, that pretty much puts an end to this episode. See any cattails. I'm actually going to walk over this direction. This is the frozen delta, interestingly enough. So if this is the delta where the river meets the coast, then perhaps we will soon be at a point where there would be cattails along the shore for this far back. I'm very cautious, given that there might be more timber wolves in the zone that I haven't yet encountered. I am feeling quite cautious about that. Let's step over here and see if we spot any cattails along this way. See, this is a river, kind of. I mean, it's part of the delta, but there might be more cattails along these shores. Okay, well, we're about 27 minutes into this episode. I'm going to stop right about here and keep looking around this direction while we still have some daylight. And I'm probably going to double all the way back to my fire before too much longer. Looks like I might be able to cross the ice here, so I'll do that. But I'll double back to my fire at the cannery once I've been back in this corner. And then I'll keep looking around a little bit, but I just want to have a kind of a feeling of satisfaction that I've gone through the entire zone before we're done here. So that's the plan. And then I do want to head for Coastal Highway before too much longer, because intestinal parasites are going to start reducing my energy and my ability to accomplish things, and I don't want to linger in this dangerous place too long, especially if there are more timber wolves to speak of. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.